How can you win custody of your child after divorce? Hi, I'm Simon Lippenaar and I'm a family attorney. If you're going through a divorce and there are children of your marriage, foremost in your mind might be, how do I win custody of my child? At SD Law, we are family lawyers, and no one in a family benefits from waging war, least of all the children. A child is a young human who needs nurturing, love and protection, ideally from both parents if both are capable of caring for their child. A child is not an object to be fought over, so I prefer to avoid talking about custody battles. I want to help you arrive at a parenting agreement that works for everyone. And in most cases that involves a degree of co-parenting. Courts now prefer to see child care and contact shared between competent parents rather than sole custody awarded to one residential parent with the other having limited access rights. If co-parenting is not appropriate, there are times when a parent is not capable of looking after a child. They may have substance abuse issues or living circumstances that are not healthy for a child. They may be in a relationship with a new partner who is openly hostile or abusive towards the child. Or there may be a history of domestic violence and abuse in a family home that one parent is fleeing with a strong urge to protect the child from any further distress. Or there may simply be a difference of geography, as in the case of M versus M. If you find yourself in this situation, you need to be familiar with the factors that will lead to a successful custody application. You must understand the basic principles of the main laws that guide the court's decision, primarily the Children's Act. Now, the best interest of the child, above all else, the primary concern of the court is the best interest of the child. The needs, desires, and interests of the parents are of secondary importance. The duty of the High Court is to act as the upper guardian to all minor children in South Africa. Now, as guardian, the court will look for the set of circumstances that will best provide for the comfort and well-being of the child and the least upheaval to their life. Contrary to popular belief, the court does not favor or automatically grant custody to the mother, although that may once have been true. The court has a duty to assess every child custody case on the facts. Child care and contact is dealt with on a case-by-case basis, and the facts are examined in their entirety to ensure the final outcome represents the best interests of the minor child. Now, not always obvious, the best interests of the child are not always apparent to the observer, and sometimes the court's decision may seem counterintuitive. For example, international relocation might appear to be more disruptive than remaining in the land of the child's birth. But if that relocation leads to a more settled, prosperous household for the child to grow up in, perhaps with the support of an extended family nearby, the court could rule that it is in the child's best interests. Now, that case, M versus M, this exactly happened in that case. The parents, a South African father and German mother, were married in 2011, had two children. The father instituted divorce proceedings in 2017, applying for the primary care and residence of the two children to be awarded to him in line with Section 18 of the Children's Act. However, the court ruled that it was in the best interest of the children to reside with their mother, and she was granted leave to relocate with them to Germany, subject to detailed contact rights awarded to the father. The judgment of the court reads, and I quote, "Where the interests of minor children are involved, the litigation amounts to a judicial investigation of what is in their best interests. The court is not bound by the contentions of the parties," unquote. This judgment emphasizes the importance the court places on protecting the lives of minor children from the feuds of their parents. The court's ruling will always strive to ensure that the life of the child is impacted as minimally as possible. And in the case of M versus M, the children had grown accustomed to being in their mother's care. Relocating to Germany with her was less disruptive than radically changing the care arrangements. Remember this, the best interest of the child will always reign supreme. If you can keep that in mind and act accordingly, the prospects of being awarded custody of your child are much greater. I'm here to help. At my firm, SD Law, I've helped many parents navigate custody and difficult scenarios of post-divorce relocation. I can help you negotiate changes to your parenting plan if you need to relocate to another province or country. Contact my firm on 086 099 5146 or by email, and we can discuss your case in confidence.